Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to go through phase 2 of rehabbing my left medial meniscus tear in my knee. I had a little tear in that during the summer. Last video, I'll put a link up to it here. I spoke about how quite often when we're injured we think about the time when we had no pain to now we have pain, to try and get to where we have no pain again. And I spoke about how that's probably not a good model to follow. The most important thing I think when you're trying to rehab an injury is to get confidence back in that limb, whatever it is. So for me, it's my left knee. When I'm running, yes, I have a little bit of pain, but kind of more importantly than that, or more detrimental to me than that, is that I don't have a whole lot of confidence in that knee, or I hadn't. So I went through phase 1, I said just doing for a week, but I found that I had to do phase 1 for a second week, because at the end of the first week I didn't have the confidence to go into phase 2. So that's totally fine. If you're going through these videos and find that at the end of one of the phases that you're not ready, just do it again for another week until you feel ready to go into the second phase. So for me, this is phase 2 today. Last week it was all just static exercises. Today I'm going to add a little bit of dynamic moves to my exercises this week. I am running. Last week I had mentioned that I was able to run for a day and then I might have to take a day or 48 hours rest before I could run again. In the second week of phase 1 I found that I was able to put a couple of days running together, so really important to get that running, but it's so super important to not run to the point where you start to generate more pain than what should be expected. So it's totally fine to run with maybe 2 or 3 out of 10 pain, but if it goes anything beyond that I would suggest stopping. So now I'm in phase 2 and I'm able to run for about 25 to 35 minutes. So I've built it up from 10 to 15 up to 20 and I've now got up to 25, 35 minutes. So I'm going to do 25 to 35 most days this week. And I'm going to do these exercises at least 5 days this week. So now I'm going to go through those exercises that I'm doing, and you can follow along if you have some medial meniscus pain. If you follow along with phase 1 and now phase 2, and then we'll do phase 3 and 4, it should be able to get you back running in about 5 or 6 weeks, back to your normal amount of running with the normal intensity. Okay, so first exercise in phase 2 is what we call a single leg pogo. So it's basically hopping on one leg. It's going to be reusing those big calf muscles, the gastrocnemius and the soleus in the back, and it's also going to just give me a little bit of confidence and a little bit of strength across that knee joint. So I'm going to just stand. I try and keep my hands on my hips, but quite often have to take them off. I'm just going to go for 20 little hops. Stuff. That's starting on the good leg, around onto the affected legs, onto the left knee this time. I'll probably be a little bit less balanced and able. We'll go for the 20 reps. So as soon as I start doing that, I can feel that medial knee, just a little slight bit of pain across the front of that knee. And relax. So yeah, just across there, right into that medial knee. I really feel that strain coming on, but as soon as I stop, the pain is gone. So that's always a good sign. As soon as you stop, pain goes, it means you weren't doing any sort of damage. Second exercise I do after that is what we call a split leg iso lunge on one leg. So I'm just going to drop it down, hold it there, and then from there I'll start my timer. I'm just going to hold it there for a minute. So this gets a good stretch through that adductor muscle. It also helps to develop the quads on the good side. So on this side, it's on the right knee. Just developing those quads, getting a little bit. Hamstrings are pretty relaxed. Glutes are a little bit active. Quads are active. Knee is definitely getting some strain going through it. And then it'll also stretch, a little bit of a stretch down to that right calf. So we just hold it there. Okay, so that's the end of that minute. I'll just switch over onto the other side now. So now I'm stretching the not affected leg. The strain is going through the affected joint to the left side. That left knee joint is getting a little bit of strain through. I don't feel any pain. I don't feel any sort of discomfort in that left knee. It's just sitting there. It actually feels good that I've taken the stretch out of the adductors. The knee is actually feeling good in that position. So I'm just going to hold it there for that minute. So just 15 seconds left in this one. I don't feel any sort of sensation. I don't feel any pain around that left knee. Everything feels totally good. So that's a really good sign that it all feels pretty. It all feels good. It feels comfortable. Like I said, slight stretching the adductor on this side, but absolutely no pain on that left knee. Okay, I'm just going to lift it up from there. The next exercise is just what we call a calf raise. I'm going to do a single leg. We're going to just do 20 reps on each side. So I'm just going to stand by the wall, 2 hands up on the wall. I'm going to start off on my good leg, so I'm going to raise my affected knee. I'm just going to wrap my left leg around the back of my right and just straight up and down for 20 reps. So I'll just bring it across and then good, and relax. So doing that, I definitely feel a little bit of a burn going through that calf muscle. Slight little bit of strain across that right hamstring, but nothing major. We're going to go into the affected leg now and start to work that left side. So 2 hands up, wrap the right leg around the back of the left, and then from there straight up and down. So again, no pain in the left knee doing this exercise, which is great. Starting to feel that burn coming through the calf muscle, but no pain in the front of the knee around where that meniscal tear is. And relax. Good stuff. So super confident with that. Again, that exercise, although it's not stressing the knee specifically, it's just one of those exercises that's really good at building the confidence back up that that knee can do the things that it should do, which, like I said, is probably one of the most important parts of this process. Last exercise just from there. So last week we had a static squat. This week I'm going to just go 20 reps of just a regular squat. So from there I'm just going to drop it down and up. Deep breath in on the way down. And breathe out as you come up. Deep breath in and up. Good. Good. Right down. So try and get down as deep as you can. I don't have any pain on that knee at all. I thought that I would have a little bit of pain or discomfort when I was going down, but there's absolutely nothing. So I'm just going to try and dip it down a little bit further. I can usually squat right down, almost get my backside to the ground, but I don't have the confidence yet to go down that far, but doing this feels pretty good. It's really giving me good confidence because I'm well pleased with how deep I'm getting and the fact that there's absolutely no pain. Last one, and relax. So as I stop now, I can feel a little bit, just like a 1 out of 10 sensation across the medial side of that knee, but overall pretty good. So I'll go around and do those exercises the second time around. Okay, so that's it. Those 4 exercises, very straightforward, but very, very effective. Most importantly, being able to build up that confidence. So just having the confidence to be able to use that knee in the manner and the dynamic ways that it should be used. If you have any sort of self-doubt in that knee, or if you feel that you don't have the confidence to do those moves, maybe just do phase 1 for an extra week or 2. After 1 week of phase 1, like I said earlier, I didn't feel particularly confident to win the phase 2, so I did a second week, totally felt much more confident today. I also find that when I'm running, I'm a little bit more confident. I'm almost thinking about adding a little bit of intensity, although I do have to restrain myself. I'm sticking with really, really simple, a really, really slow intensity, a really, really low intensity. Maybe at the end of this week I might put a little bit of intensity into those runs, but for the moment I'm just trying to build that volume, just to get the volume up a little bit higher. That's pretty much it for this week. I hope you enjoyed those. Any questions, pop them below, and remember, run far, run fast, but most of all, run sensible.